Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to Little Squeak Jr. It's Little Squeak Jr. I just woke her up, of course. She was sleeping. Hamsters are most active during the hours of dusk and dawn. And dawn is like 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning. So a little bit ago, these little guys were wide awake. Because you see, right now, it is 6:54 a.m. It is Friday, the 14th of July. And she is going to just plain fall asleep right here. I mean, she's a little bit stressed out because no matter how tame hamsters are, you know, how much they know that my smell means they're safe, the fact is their genetic programming also tells them that if they're being touched by something that's not another hamster, something is wrong. And so right now she's fighting her own genetic programming telling her something's wrong because she's being, you know, grabbed. And yet, you know, she also knows from, you know, just experience and training that my smell, there's safety. There's no danger with my smell. No danger at all. In fact, any time that they feel even threatened or worried, the situation changes to where they're not. So she's got genetic programming telling her something's wrong, and she's got personal experience telling her she's fine. And because the window's open, I've got flies in the room. Sorry about that. I'm going to put little Squeak back in her cage. She's a sweetie. There you go, little one. Thank you very much. She's all ba-da-da-dope, which is why I love Syrian hamsters. They're wonderful and awesome. Dwarf hamsters are cute and really, really nice. In fact, my housemates, they have two, not three, just two dwarf hamsters. They used to have two before, but then one of them, his teeth started growing inward. And we had to keep clipping them short because they didn't grow down so he could eat. They grew inward. And he ended up starving, the poor little guy. He was also sickly and kind of old. And his brother right now is getting older. And so they picked up another dwarf. It looks like one of those like winter white dwarves. And it's just absolutely cute. It's a little ping pong ball. But the thing about the dwarves is they're more like gerbils. They're very active, and they move quick, and they zip and they zoom, and I'm not so into the zippy zoomy types of little critters. I like the Syrians because they're and you know, when they're on the ground and trying to run away, it's like they're just not moving all that fast with their big bodies wibble wobbling as they run. It's like they're just so cute. It's awesome. I love Syrian hamsters. In fact, now I've got to open up the other cage. This just is why I run out of time to talk about things, because instead of talking about the things I've got written down on my subjects, I'm grabbing hamsters so I can play with them. It's Bobo Jr. Yay, Bobo! Now you see he's sniffing my hand because he's going, hey, what was that? Because he's sniffing good old Little Squeak Jr. on there. And going, oh, I like that. He's a good little guy. I, of course, woke him up. They're active during the hours of dusk and dawn, and it ain't dawn for a couple hours, so I woke him up. I'll put him back, though. He's a good little guy. There you go, Bobo. Thank you very much. He's a good guy. Some of the things that I had written down, I had said the other day, which would I prefer in the would you rather thing, as I did in the video. There was, would you rather die in a zombie apocalypse or die in a nuclear war? And somebody had chosen, I would like to die, you know, zombie apocalypse, because there's more options. And the thing is, I had thought about this before. It's like, if there was a zombie apocalypse, would I be one of those people that, if I'm, say, trapped in a room and the zombies are coming at me, and I've got a gun with 3 bullets and there's 8 zombies, do I shoot twice and then save the last one for me? Or shoot 3 times and then go down fighting and dying horribly as you're eaten alive, and then your corpse gets up, what's left of it, to go out and kill. I don't think I could shoot myself, because you may only have 20 seconds to live, and you're going to die horribly during the last 5 seconds of them. And in fact, during the if you choose to live during your last 5 of those 20 seconds, you're going to be cursing yourself for having not shot yourself in the head because of the sheer agony that you're in. Even at that, each of those last seconds becomes even more precious because of the pain and the agony as you fight for those seconds. Maybe you've only got 20 seconds left to live, but damn it, those 20 seconds are going to be some of the richest seconds I am ever going to live. And I'm going to make those 20 seconds last. And at the end, when I've only got 5 seconds left, or less, just 2 or 3 left as my throat's being torn out, I will fight for those last 3 seconds. And that 1 second I've got left is all the sweeter because I'm still living it. And then I'm gone. Because the threat of non-existence for me is so existentially terrifying at this time, which is weird because sometimes when I'm out walking and it's like I'll get like a chest pain, which turns out, of course, just to be gas. You know, I go, blah, and then it's like, oh, I feel a lot better. I don't think I'm having a heart attack after all. So it's like, you'll get that and it's like, I'll be thinking, you know, it's like if I just stopped right now and had a heart attack and died by the side of the road, it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, you know, I've lived, and it would be sad, you know, just for somebody to find my corpse there. But if it's going to be going and it's going to happen right there, I'm okay with that. Sometimes the threat of death is enough just to absolutely terrify me, and other times it's the realization more that it's not the threat of non-existence, it's how it's going to happen and how my mindset is at the time, because there's many, many times it's not the actual end of life that's the problem, it's how it's ending that makes it bad. I mean, I've mostly come to terms with my impending mortality. I'm 54. I mean, I've watched now people that I've grown up with as, you know, TV and fiction heroes. And by fiction heroes, I mean the people that write the fiction. I've seen so many of the people that I have grown up and looked up to, grown up with and looked up to, die. There's very few people left that were active. I mean, even now, there's like Cheech and Chong are ancient. Cheech is in his 80s. Tommy Chong is in his mid-70s. I mean, I'm lucky, and they are lucky, that they're still alive right now. I see so many people that even I grew up with are gone. I mean, once a guy hits his 50s, your risk of death starts growing. I mean, grown men die of old age from age 50 on. Having worked in healthcare and nursing homes, I've seen men come into nursing homes and die of old age in their 50s. So yeah, it's kind of scary being 54, coming up on 55. At least I'm still here, though. Hopefully I'm going to be here until my 80s. My actual genetic father is still alive. He has dementia right now, but he was also a painter most of his life. And the paint fumes, as you paint, can damage your brain. He damaged his brain from paint fumes. He's in a nursing home right now. So the guy that I called my father is a guy that married my husband when I was 12 years old. So I've looked upon him as my father, but he's my stepfather? The guy that actually both physically and sexually abused me is the guy that gave me my last name. I liked my last name. I hated the man. Almost irrationally up until the point that he died. So, yay. But back to the original thing, if I can remember. Oh yeah, Tommy Chong and mortality. There we are. So many people that I've seen as I grew up with and looked up to have just been kicking off, dropping like flies. There's very few people that are older than me that were authors or actors that are still around. It's depressing. So yeah, I've mostly come to terms with the fact that I'm going to die, which you got to come to terms with, or the terror is going to be even worse when it happens. That's the part that I want to be awake and with it enough when it happens that I can comprehend what's happening. Because if you can understand what's happening, you can lower the terror. That's what I don't want. Where I can't understand what's happening and the fear and confusion and terror get worse and worse until the point of death. I don't want to be in a point of terror and agony and not understanding and then dying, because that's horrific. When I'm going to go, I want to be able to comprehend it, because that will help to lower the terror level when it actually happens. And I understand, high terror level or low terror level, when it happens, it's going to happen. So thumbs up. Let's see if I've got anything else up. Oh yeah, I forgot how to do mostly a German accent. There's a book company called McSweeney's. They have an internet presence, have had since forever, but back in the mid-90s, there was this place called The Newsstand in Bellingham, Washington. They got all sorts of stuff, like the McSweeney's magazines and books in, so McSweeney's is still around. They had on their website a whole bunch of, let's see if I can even remember where it is now. I've lost it on my various browser things. Here we are. It was Kafka's joke book, and I can't remember how to do a German accent anymore, and so I'm very, very sorry about that. I'm ruining the German language. I don't even know what accent that is, so let's just say that this is a German accent. It's not, but let's pretend. So it's like, why did the chicken cross the road? It had been crossing so long, it could not remember. As it stopped in the middle to look back, a car sped by, spinning it around. Disoriented, the chicken realized it could no longer tell which way it was going. It stands there still. And so there's those kind of jokes, like a horse walks into a bar. The bartender asks, why the long face? I was born into servitude, and when I die, my feet will be turned into glue, replied the horse. The bartender realized he would not be getting a tip. And what's black and white and red all over? The prisoners in the penal colony. The sun was especially brutal that day, and the warden had taken the roofs as punishment for an unnamed crime. I love McSweeney's and stuff like that. Taking stuff and just subverting expectations. Subversion of expectations is the point. It's awesome, because you catch people off guard with that, and that's when the humor is really fun. Humor always has an element of tragedy. Mel Brooks said, and he was absolutely correct, tragedy is when I cut my finger. Comedy is when you fall into an open manhole and die. It's all in your viewpoint, and there's always tragedy in comedy. Thumbs up. Oh, yes. Oh, shucks, I don't have time, though, at 14 minutes. Well, if I can remember this in time, I'll come back to it. It's Yellow Wolf with his alcoholism and the song that he wrote about his alcoholism, and the fact that even now, when he was at the Pain in the Grass, people went and talked to him at the beer tent, basically, because he was going and mingling with people and drinking beer. He wrote about his own alcoholism, the devil in his veins, and he can't stay away from it, so I'm worried about him. Now, I'm going to be doing a shout-outs for various people in the comment section. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments so that I can go through and thank 20 to 25 people, range because I miscount, I'm quite sure. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm terrible at names, better than I thought I'd be, but I'm a native American English speaker, so I'm not wonderful at names. If you'd like a shout out, just ask for it in the comments. If I catch it, you'll get it. 2 people asked for shout outs. There is They Call Me Skinny, would like a shout out. You just got it. And Akame Bro, who actually has 2 videos up on his site. If I can remember if I can remember to put the links down there in the show more, hopefully it'll be there. But thank you very, very much. And yeah, let's see if I can get my windows back so I can see. Then there is Denise Tolga. Thank you very, very much. Random Person. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. And then there is Mercedes Garcia. Thank you very, very much. Lambo Rambo. Greatly appreciated. And then there is Guillotine 283. Son of a gun. Heck of a name. And Harry Freeman. Thank you very, very much. Miojo de Menta. I know I'm wrong, but thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. And Jesus Christ, son of a gun. How about that? And then there is Pogeboy, I think. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Claude 5190. One day, every one of your suggestions will be chosen. Do not give up hope. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Zero Silencer, 0 spelled Xero. Thank you very, very much. And then there's Robbie Cable. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Jay Lordy. Thank you. And we have Tony Naito, Naito. Thank you very, very much. Or no, I just did 15 toes, 16. There we are. See, this is where I get lost in my counting. And then there is Patrick DiNapoli. Thank you very, very much. And George Edison. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Derry SLO. Thank you very much. Jamie's Division, son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. Maddie Mets. Thank you. And Jerichoholic Goat Face. Heck of a name. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Mikamot 5. Now, is that 3? I'm going to call it 3 because I can't remember. So 3. And Amanda Vittoria. Thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, Tad Williams. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated. Actually, that looks like the name Tad Williams, the author Tad Williams, is spelled with 2 D's. So son of a gun. How about that? Well, I got just about enough time. I'm going to go through and say greetings. I'm going to say greetings to people in their home languages. I'm going to say good morning. If you'd like to hear a greeting in your home language, if you could drop it down in the comments. Today, I promise, I'm going to change the Arabic greeting to good morning. I haven't done it yet. Today, I'm going to, and I'm very, very sorry. Bom dia, dia dit, dia Guit, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, bună dimineața, ohio, labrit, labas fritas, kumusta, buongiorno, terahomokos, yorageld, boira baivi, barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, bokerta, jean dobry, or less formally, chest, labdien, dobre utro, mesa olheli, dobre rano, bereda, privyet, marhaba, and of course go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. Doesn't have to be mounds of crack cocaine. Doesn't have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs for you. Nope. The crack. It can be all these things, but it is good food, good drink with good friends. Man, I've got like 1 minute left before it's 20. So if you could check out some of my links down there, that would be awesome. There's Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, my blog, Google+. My thanks to everybody who's donated to my GoFundMe, and my thanks to all my Patreon.com patrons. You're beautiful, awesome, wonderful people. I wouldn't have been able to stay living in this house this long without all of your help. If you could donate to my GoFundMe, that would be very awesome. Just click the link down there. You don't have to. I do accept all donations of goodwill, which I deposit in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thumbs up on that. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that too would be very cool. Though I understand, it's just a weird older guy. I'm not for everybody. I understand that. it's cool. But if you are down with it, then I hope to keep you as a subscriber from now until the end of I can't even talk. From now until the end of eternity. So son of a gun. I have a game video coming up. I've got a reaction video coming up, and who knows? I mean, I only plan on ever doing 3 videos, and I tend to do 5. So you have a good day, and I will see you on the flip side.